Have you ever met someone who made you feel instantly special, like you were different from everyone else they'd ever met? The attention was constant. The connection felt intense, almost unreal, and for a while it felt amazing. But then something shifted. That experience has a name. It's called love bombing. In today's episode of Minds Unmasked, we're going to break down exactly what it looks like, how it's used to hook someone emotionally, and why it so often turns into control. Love bombing is when someone overwhelms you with affection, attention, and emotional intensity very early on, not because they truly know you, but because they want to fast-track attachment. The goal isn't connection, it's influence. And the faster the bond forms, the easier it is to control. At the beginning, love bombing often looks like excitement and passion. Constant texting and calling, long messages filled with praise, wanting to talk every night, wanting to see you as often as possible. They might say things like, "I've never felt this way before," "You're different from anyone I've ever met," or "I feel like I've known you forever," even though you've only known each other a short time. It can also look like emotional intensity disguised as vulnerability. They may overshare personal trauma very early, creating a sense of closeness and responsibility. You may feel chosen, trusted, or special, but also subtly pressured to give the same level of emotional access back. Love bombing often involves grand gestures or dramatic affection that feels out of proportion to the relationship. Expensive gifts, big promises, talking about moving in together, marriage, or a future far too soon. It can feel flattering, but it's also a way of locking you into a role before you've had time to think. Another key sign is how they react to boundaries. If you take time to respond, they may become anxious, disappointed, or upset. If you ask for space, they might say you're pulling away, losing interest, or afraid of love. What looks like passion is often a test to see how much control they have over your time, attention, and emotions. Here's why love bombing is so effective. It overwhelms your nervous system. The flood of attention triggers dopamine and oxytocin, chemicals tied to pleasure, bonding, and trust. Your brain starts associating this person with emotional safety and validation. And once that attachment forms, you're more likely to ignore red flags and second-guess your own discomfort. This is where control slowly develops, because once someone becomes emotionally invested, it becomes easier to influence their behavior. You may start prioritizing their needs over your own. You may feel guilty for wanting space. You may stop questioning things that don't feel right, just to keep the connection intact. And then, the shift happens. The constant affection fades. The messages slow down. The warmth becomes inconsistent. Praise turns into subtle criticism. You're left confused, anxious, and trying to get back the version of them you met at the beginning. And without realizing it, you're now chasing approval instead of receiving it. Here's the part most people don't realize. That intense beginning wasn't the real them slipping away. It was a strategy. The closeness was never meant to stay. It was meant to bond you quickly. Love bombing is often associated with narcissistic traits, insecure attachment, and a strong need for control or validation. Not everyone who love bombs is doing it consciously. Some people confuse intensity with intimacy. But regardless of intent, the effect is the same: emotional imbalance and loss of autonomy. So how do you spot love bombing early? Watch the speed, watch the pressure. Notice whether affection feels unconditional or if it disappears when you slow things down, disagree, or assert boundaries. If the connection feels overwhelming instead of safe, your nervous system is responding for a reason. And in a moment, I'm going to share the most overlooked sign of love bombing, the one people usually recognize only after they're emotionally attached. But before that, remember this: healthy love grows with time. It respects boundaries. It doesn't rush commitment or punish independence. You're allowed to take your time. You're allowed to say no. and you're allowed to walk away from intensity that feels like control disguised as affection. Love bombing isn't love. It's manipulation wearing a romantic mask. If this video resonated with you, sharing it could help someone else recognize the signs sooner. This is a safe space. Feel free to share your experiences or reflections in the comments. And if there's a topic you want us to cover next, leave your suggestion below. This is Minds Unmasked. Like, subscribe, and click the bell. 3 new videos are coming your way every week. Join me. Let us unmask the human mind.